Hello, my name is Aaron Times. Let's play Dungeons of Dredmor. Dungeons of Dredmor is a turn-based fantasy roguelike game developed by Gaslamp Games. It was originally released in July 13, 2011. Dungeons of Dredmor is a silly parody of the roguelike genre. It's very silly in a genre that's already noted for its over the top silliness. I mean, it's really over the top. It makes many references to various video games, and basically other stuff in popular culture. It features highly customizable characters plus optional random character creation, and this results in a really high replay value. Permadeath is optional, unlike many roguelikes which enforce permadeath. And it has Steam Workshop mod support, which is really nice. I have actually installed a couple of mods from the Steam Workshop, and I've disabled them for this Let's Play. Okay, this is the original Dungeons of Dredmor main menu background, and you can change the background anytime by clicking this button over here. Okay, now this changes it to the Realm of the Diggle Gods background. Realm of the Diggle Gods is the first expansion for Dungeons of Dredmor. It was released in December 2011, and it added a female protagonist to the game. It also added 5 extra levels, and the extra levels can be enabled or disabled when you start a new game, but the new skills that come with this game are enabled no matter what. So let's go to the second expansion. This is Dungeons of Dredmor. You have to name the expansion pack. This expansion pack added some popular mods to the game, and you can literally name it by, I think, clicking here. There we go. You can actually change the name of the expansion pack. I don't have any ideas right now, so I'll just press escape to cancel it, and I apparently can't cancel it. So I'll just name it. Let's see. Dredmor 2 Electric Boogaloo. I think I spelled that right. That's an old meme. And doing this for the first time will actually net you an achievement. I already got it from a previous playthrough. The third and final expansion is Conquest of the Wizardlands, and it added pocket dimensions you can travel to by inputting various codes that you find while playing. And like all the other expansions, it added new skills to the game. So today we'll be playing through the tutorial and familiarizing ourselves with the controls and the gameplay. So let's click tutorial. Alright, movement. Learn how to move your character around. Okay. Let's see. You will use the default key bindings, and auto loot will be turned off while you are learning about the horrors that await you in the dungeon. Don't worry, you can take all your customizations with you at the end of the school day. Wow, that is some really lively music. Okay. Welcome to Dungeons of Dredmor. We've got a lot to cover today, so let's get started. Okay. The object of Dungeons of Dredmor is not necessarily to beat the game. Beating the game is very, very, very hard. Yes, it's very hard. It is a roguelike after all. Instead, go into the game seeing if you can do just a little bit better than you did last time. Eventually, you will win. Yes, like all other roguelikes, you will die a lot in this game. So let's click OK. First, however, the Hero Certification Board requires us to explain that to you how to play the game so that you can die appropriately at the hands of your enemies. First, let's learn how to move the hero. Okay. Moving in Dungeons of Dredmor is easy. The W, A, S, and D keys on the keyboard will move your hero up, left, down, and right respectively. So it's kind of like a first-person shooter's controls. Try walking over to the first lever and flipping it. To activate an object in Dungeons of Dredmor, simply click on it. Okay. So let's move here. There we go. Click. Very good. The Dwarven Educational Grate has opened, and you may now proceed to the very small watery maze section of the tutorial. If you don't want to use the keyboard, you can also click on the floor. Your hero will then move to the appropriate square. Okay. Try using the mouse to move your way through the watery maze below. Note that you can just click on an object like the lever to move directly to it. Okay. So let's click, 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 click. So it automatically navigates when you do that, and you click here. And finally click. Well done. This completes the first tutorial. Hurrah! Tutorial complete, and you get a gold star. Okay, let's click on next tutorial. Every time you move or perform an action in Dungeons of Dredmor, you and the monsters alternate taking turns. You move, then they move, then you can move, etc. To demonstrate this principle, let's kill something. This little fellow here is the tutorial Diggle, one of many Diggles that you will encounter. Let's kill it quick. The Diggle is one of the unique monsters in this game. It's like a penguin with a drill for a nose, which it uses to dig through the ground. That's why it's called a Diggle. To attack a monster, simply move next to it either with your W, A, S, D buttons or with the mouse and click on him to attack. Okay. Let's move towards this guy. Click. Wham. Okay, click again. So he has 4 hit points left. Click again. 1 HP left. He's gonna die. Boom. He's dead. Well, you sure beat him into a bloody pulp. Congratulations. Okay. And that's it. Tutorial complete, and you get a gold star. Okay, let's go to the next one. No man ever became a great warrior by merely clicking on this enemy. You must apply combat skills and magic if you wish to survive the dungeon. Okay. This level contains 4 mighty Diggle warriors. Look at them thirsting for your blood. If you simply charge in and try clicking on them, you'll get slaughtered. Okay. Fortunately, there is an easier way. In your skill belt on the right hand side of the screen, you have access to a skill. The skills you can access depend on your initial career choices that you make at the start of the game. In this case, you are a mighty axe wielder, and as such have access to the mighty Norwegian Axnado. Click on the Axnado icon to equip it. This game has lots of references to Norwegian culture. If I'm not mistaken, one of the developers in this game has Norwegian ancestry, and you'll notice a lot of references to Norway and Norwegian culture in this game as you progress. Okay, so let's move here. Okay, I guess I can't go there. Click here. What's I supposed to do again? See, 1. Oh, there we go. You had to select it first. Notice how the axe needle icon now appears in the small gold box at the bottom of the screen. It's this one. Let's see. Destroy your foes with the axe-wielding powers described in the ancient sagas. With this skill, you can hit all of the enemies in an area around you. Okay, this means that it is active and can be executed by right-clicking on a square with your mouse. Okay. Move up to the Diggle. Hold down right-click to see the squares that you can target. Release right-click to fire the Axnado. Now go kill that Diggle. Okay. So... okay, there's the area of effect. Oops. Axnado! Okay, let's kill them. You do your Viking ancestors proud. Notice that some numbers have now appeared on the top of the skill, and how it appears to be disabled. This is because your skill has a cooldown period and you must wait before you can use it again. Okay. We've opened up a chamber to the Diggle nests. You can hit space to pass your turn and they will advance on your position. Wait for them to have you surrounded and attacks with your Norwegian Axnado. Okay. Let's move here. Alright. So we're just gonna use our normal attacks until they move into position. And now we use the Axnado. Wham! The Diggle collapses in a pile of chunks. The Diggle collapses in a pile of blood and ichor. Diggle, one more hit. Boom. This completes the combat ability section of the tutorial. Combat abilities do different things. Try them and find out. Alright, we get another gold star. Next tutorial. Let's start by killing a Diggle. You should be old hat at this by now. Okay. Okay, let's move here. Click. Look how well you're doing at killing diggles. There's blood everywhere. Bless your little heart. Okay. You may have noticed at this point that your health is low. Health is represented by the red bar at the bottom of the screen. It's this one. If your health falls to 0, you will die. This ends the current game. Okay. You can regain health in a few ways. First, you can simply wait, either by moving around the dungeon or by hitting space. This waits a turn. Your hero will regain health slowly on his own. Okay. If your hero eats food, he will regain health more quickly. 1 point of health every turn. We've left some in the dungeon for you. Go pick it up and eat it. Okay. To eat food, pick it up and drop it in your belt. Then press right click to eat. Okay, let's grab this dire sandwich. The descriptions of this game are pretty hilarious. This sandwich is of great stature. This unmanned better heroes than you. Dare you feed upon its glory? Okay, let's click here and grab this. And so we're gonna eat it. No, go kill the other diggle. Okay. Let's move here. Pass. Click. Click. Okay, another gold star, and we're gonna move on. One of the fun things about Dungeons of Dredmor is that you never know what items will do. You are encouraged to learn by experimentation, death, and starting a new game. Press I to open your inventory or click on the inventory button. Okay, let's press I. This is your backpack. Okay, you have some stuff here. You can store items in it. Clicking the inventory button again or pressing I will close it. You can also close it by hitting the gold X. This one. Click. Okay. You can also drag the backpack around by clicking the top of it and dragging it to where you want to move it. Yeah, it's kind of like a window. You can move it. I guess I can't move it while this thing is here. Try picking up that potion of Aqua Regia and putting it in your inventory. Okay, we can move this inventory around like a window. Okay, let's grab this and put it here. Now try right-clicking on the potion to drink it. Okay, this is gonna hurt. I know for a fact this is acid, so let's drink it. Ow. The acid burns through your body, propelling you from this world and onto the next tutorial. Tutorial complete, and you get a gold star. Yeah, you can actually drink some harmful stuff in here. This game doesn't coddle you at all. So let's move on. While journeying through the dungeon, you may encounter a variety of weapons and armor. Many of these weapons and armor are better than what you start off with, and the key to success is upgrading your equipment whenever possible. Next to you is a mace. Pick that up. Okay, let's pick it up. Now that you have a mace, we need to put it in your equipment. Into your equipment. You can open up the character panel by pressing C or by clicking the character button on the bottom of the screen with your mouse. Okay, let's do that. See, this is the character panel where you can see your character's attributes and can also equip weapons and armor. You can equip weapons and armor by depositing them in the appropriate slot. On the bottom of the panel, you can see your statistics. You have two types of statistics: primary attributes and secondary attributes. Primary attributes: burliness, sagacity, I'm pretty sure I'm mispronouncing that, caddishness, nimbleness, stubbornness, and savvy do not directly affect your performance. They are, however, used to calculate your secondary statistics. For instance, your counterattack percentage is calculated from your nimbleness and your caddishness. Your secondary attributes include all sorts of stuff. Run the mouse cursor over any attribute to see what it does. Okay, let's do that. I guess it doesn't show anything while I have this mace held in my hand. That said, you don't really need to know what everything does. Simply understand that higher numbers in the panel are better numbers. You want things to go up, not down. Now equip that mace by depositing it in an appropriate slot. Okay, let's put it here. There we go. Remove the iron mace from your equipment. It has served its purpose. Okay, let's remove this. When we created this character for you, we chose swords and axes. Go see if you can find something more appropriate. Okay, let's put this mace in our backpack. Let's close this. Oh, we found a sword. Excellent, now equip the wooden sword. There we go. Now you just need some armor. Go find something appropriate. I actually already had a wooden sword. And I don't have dual wielding, so I can't equip both swords at the same time. That's one of the more powerful skills that allows you to use weapons and two weapons at the same time. Alright, we have armor. It's a traffic cone. This is the traffic cone. It's a very poor helmet, but we spent all our money for this tutorial and that iron mace you can't use. So it'll have to do. Equip it on your head. Okay. Alright, we're now wearing a traffic cone. You're ready to go. Now go kill that monster. It's important to note that your equipment isn't actually reflected in your character here. This guy standing over here, it's just in your equipment. In your equipment, what's this? The character window. Alright, let's kill this guy. Another Diggle dead, another tutorial complete. You're making short work of these. Well done. Okay. And you get a gold star. Next tutorial. You know what's fun? Killing Diggles. Unfortunately, they're getting craftier. This one has surrounded himself with a body of water, and only one of you is leaving this tutorial alive. Crossbows can be used to shoot enemies from a long ways away. You need two things to use a crossbow and some bolts. First, let's look around for some bolts. Okay, let's go here. There we go. Wooden bolt. Now that we have some bolts, we need to find a crossbow. Crossbow. There we go. Click. Excellent. Now open your character panel by pressing C or by clicking on the character button. Let's put this crossbow somewhere. Okay. C. The character panel has a slot for crossbows. Pick up the crossbow from your inventory by clicking in it. Should be on it. Then place the crossbow in your inventory by placing it in the equipment slot. Okay. There we go. We have a slot for a crossbow here. To fire bolts, right-click the bolts to equip them. The bolts will appear in the gold square at the bottom of the screen to indicate they are a reactive item. Okay, so let's use this, the wooden bolt. You can now shoot bolts at the Diggle by targeting it with the mouse and pressing right-click. Okay, we're going to be shooting a Diggle that can't fight back. Right-click, shoot, shoot, and he's dead. Tutorial complete, and you get a gold star. Let's go to the next one. This Diggle has surrounded himself with a charming moat of lava, and we left our crossbow in the previous tutorial. Fortunately, we have explosives, so we're gonna blow this guy up. Find the pile of bombs and put them in your belt. Okay, there we go. There's a dynamite. It's a makeshift bomb. This is the sort of thing you'd construct in the free time, which comes from living alone in a shack out in the middle of the woods. Oh my goodness. Thrown weapons, bombs, softballs, boomerangs, shuriken, and so forth operate in the same way as crossbow bolts do. The main difference is that you don't need a crossbow to use them. Equip the makeshift bombs by right-clicking on them in your belt. Okay, let's put this here. Right-click. You can tell that the bomb has been activated by looking at the gold box at the bottom of your screen that represents a currently active item. Now right-click on the Diggle to blow it to Kingdom Come. Okay, you're dead. Boom. Alright, another gold star, and let's move on. The room next to yours contains a thermal blobby who will do his best to kill you with his fiery, gooey attacks. Before you go in there and deliver a heroic beatdown, you need to find protection. Open the equipment panel by clicking on the character button or by pressing C. Alright, let's press C. Various types of monsters and spells do various types of damages. You can find magical equipment and skills that will help you resist these effects. Not surprisingly, these are called resistances. Go pick up the Ring of Ash. Okay, let's do that. Where is it? Is it there? There we go. Ring of Ash. Click. You will see two slots for rings on the left-hand side of the character panel. Equip the Ring of Ash in your equipment screen. Okay, let's put it on. You can see that a small fiery circle has appeared in the Resistances panel of the character sheet. Equipping the ring has given you 2 points of conflagratory resistance. This means that you can absorb 2 points of conflagratory damage before it starts to affect you. Yeah, instead of calling it fire resistance or fire damage, they have to go all fancy and call it conflagratory. Okay. For instance, suppose a monster hits you for 2 crushing and 2 conflagratory damage. With the Ring of Ash equipped, you would only receive 2 points of crushing damage. That's a 50% savings. Go kill that thermal blobby. Show it who's boss. Okay. Where's the thermal blobby? Okay, I guess it's in the other room. Let's fight this guy. I hate you so much. Yeah, the monsters in this game, they say random stuff while they're fighting with you. What? Congratulations, you have died. That is funny. Actually died in the tutorial. Alright. Potions, magic liquids, sorcerer's fluids, wizard juices, whatever you want to call them. They're powerful items you can find in the Dungeons of Dredmor and use and store in your belt or inventory in case of emergency. Okay, I'm gonna skip this and go back to that previous tutorial. Resistances, there we go. Okay, we've already read this. Click, click. What's it supposed to open? Oh, yeah, there we go. Open the character panel. Click, click. Click here. So I think I was supposed to... Do I have a crossbow? Ah, yes, I do. I have a crossbow. Okay, so let's put on this Ring of Ash and fight that guy. So... Wooden bolt. Shoot. Shoot. Oh wow, that guy took very little damage. Okay, I guess we'll have to use the sword. Sword. Why can't I use the sword? Oh, I have to left click to do it. Left click. Oh, I see now. So I actually have to move out of this area of effect here for him to, so I don't die immediately. Click. It is important to understand that normal armor only protects you against crushing, slashing, and blasting damage. Most monsters do one of these 3 types of damage, but they may have additional special damages on top of that. Okay. Managing your resistances, specifically getting as much of it as you can, is essential to surviving the dungeon. Okay. There we go. We managed to finish this after 2 attempts. Next one. Potions, magic liquids, sorcerer's fluids, wizard juices, whatever you want to call them. They're powerful items you can find in the Dungeons of Dredmor and store in your belt or inventory in case of emergency. I actually already read that before, but I'm just reading them now for continuity's sake. Okay. Various potions do different things. You may already have encountered an aqua regia in a previous tutorial, but most potions are more useful than that. Let's start by finding the potion of invisibility. Okay. There we go, it's this one. Click. The potion of invisibility makes you invisible. Place it in your belt and right click to drink it. Okay. Right click. Excellent. You will notice that an icon has appeared in the top left hand corner of the screen. This is an example of a buff, an active ability that makes you stronger or weaker. In this case, it makes you invisible. So I have 24 turns of invisibility. Okay. Note that there is a timer in one corner of the icon. When the timer goes to 0, the effect of the potion wears off. In this case, you will return to visibility. Proceed to the second room and kill the Diggle. Okay, move here. Where's the Diggle? There's the Diggle. Let's... Oh, you moved. There we go. Click. Critical hit. As you may have noticed, invisibility also wears off when you hit a monster. Proceed to the northern chamber where you will find a second potion. Okay, what is this? It's a voltaic potion. Fulminaric energies swirl around and around in this potion. The flask occasionally arcs, so it gives you lightning damage, if I recall correctly. The voltaic potion imbues your body with electrical energy, granting you resistance to voltaic attacks and shocking your foes with deadly lightning. Right click it to drink. Okay, let's right click. There we go. 90 seconds of lightning damage. Excellent. Proceed to the third room and kill the Electro Bobby. How wonder, do we have a crossbow? Yes, we do. Let's kill this guy with ranged attacks. I have battle diggles more fearsome than thee. Let's shoot this guy. Shoot this guy. Alright. You're looking pretty beat up after those battles, hero. Why not enjoy a delicious potion of healing? Okay, let's pick up our spent ammo. When you use a ranged weapon in this game, you have a chance of not breaking your ammunition, so you can pick it up and reuse it. Okay, so we're supposed to drink this even though we're at full hit points, so let's drink it. Tutorial complete, and you get a gold star. Next tutorial. Some heroes choose to fight with steel, or when times are tough, weapons of wood and occasionally spaghetti. Others have chosen the cerebral, sagely art of magic, and this is the subject of today's tutorial. Magic spells are used in the same way as you use combat skills. Magic can summon pets, transport you in and out of danger, and generally make your life better. For instance, consider the giant moat blocking your progress. By using Euclid's translation, you can move to the other side of the moat. Okay. First, equip the spell by clicking on it in your skill belt. Okay, where is it? Pyrokinesis. There we go. Euclid's translation. Now right-click on the other side of the moat to teleport and pull the lever to continue the tutorial. Teleport! Click. Spells consume mana. The amount of mana consumed is highlighted on the blue mana bar at the bottom of the screen. It's this one. To regain mana, you can either wait by hitting space or you can drink booze. Go find the sewer brew, then place it in your belt and right-click to drink it. Yeah, that's right. The mana potions in this game are all alcoholic drinks. Because all wizards in this game are drunk. And by drunk, I don't mean they're intoxicated, I mean they're all alcoholic. Okay, let's do this and drink the booze. Sewer brew is not a high quality form of alcohol. However, every turn that you still have booze in your system, you will regain mana at a faster rate than you would normally, specifically 1 point of mana every turn. And we actually got a buff, fueled by booze. You have drunk alcohol and will regenerate MP. The fueled by booze icon indicates how long you will remain refreshed. The next room contains a diggle. As a wizard, you are weak and puny and would not survive a direct confrontation. Instead, blow him up with your magical powers. First, equip the pyrokinesis spell in your skill belt by clicking on it. Okay, click. Click. There we go. Next, blow up that diggle by right-clicking on it with the mouse. Okay, you're a fire starter, a terrific fire starter. You can set them alight with your mind. Alright, let's set this guy on fire. Boom. Another gold star. Next tutorial. Some heroes choose to combine magic and weaponry for potent effects. These wizards often choose to use spells to make their attacks more powerful. These are called buffs. For instance, the Power of Magic Steel spell from the school of Viking magic infuses your weapon with potent voltaic energies. Click on the Power of Magic Steel spell in your spell belt. Yeah, this is another Norwegian reference. Power of Magic Steel. Now right-click to cast. Thunder and Storm with the triumph of your magic steel. This spell grants your attacks the power of lightning, and you defense against the same. Okay, let's do that. The Power of Magic Steel now infused your weapon with voltaic energy. This spell stays active for up to 5 attacks, but it also consumes magic for as long as it is in effect. If you run out of mana, the spell will dissolve. You can also cancel the spell at any time by pressing the gold X in the buff icon on the left hand side of the screen. It's this one. Okay. Now that you are full of lightning, why not take it out on the enraged Diggle in the other room? Okay, let's fight this guy. What weapon do I have equipped? I have a sword. Okay, let's kill this guy. Oh, ow! Counterattack. Critical hit. Nice. Wow, I almost died there. Next tutorial. Oh, apparently that was it. I finished all of the tutorials. All right, let's go back. So now let's look at the other screens in this game. Let's go take a look at the high score screen. The high score screen shows the top 10 characters in your that you have played, the top 10 scores that you've had. I have not finished this game before in any difficulty level. The furthest I've gone was this guy, Big Stick the Adventurer, who had 51,836 points, and he was killed by an unfriendly AI. The This isn't the lowest I have. At least he's the top 10. Is Aron times the Adventurer, 2,912 points. This isn't my worst run. I've actually had games where I actually died in the first level, and it wasn't even in hard mode. These are just the top 10. So let's see. I have here Ventru Bob 2 the Adventurer by a Dwarven landmine. I stepped on a landmine and I died. Doctor Who 3 the Adventurer by a strong iron caltrops. Yeah, I stepped on a caltrops and died. Ventru is a clan in Vampire the Masquerade and Vampire the Requiem. So this tells me that this character was a vampire. And Doctor Who 3, I can't remember what build this was, but I remember playing a character named Doctor Who died. And then I made a second version of Doctor Who 2, and then a third version who also died. So yeah, this is the third incarnation of the Doctor, so I think I might even make a Doctor Who 4 for the fourth Doctor to for this next playthrough. Not sure yet what name I will use. Alright, let's go back. And now here we have the achievement screen. The first screen of the achievements section is the dubious achievements. This is basically the game's achievement system. It has a lot of stuff here, like accidents happen, enrage the shopkeeper. This one happens if you attack the shopkeeper or you try to steal from him, and it's very likely that he will probably kill you if you're not strong enough. There's lots of achievements here, and let's see. Let me see if I can find the achievement for naming the expansion pack. Should be around here somewhere. Somewhere. Heroic failure, die during the tutorial. That's funny. He chose poorly, trigger 50 traps. Okay. Look, I'm a game developer. Name the expansion pack. You gain this the first time you rename, you have to name the expansion pack. There's a lot of stuff here. They're all pretty funny. Team Jacob master the Weird Diggle skill tree. This is the werewolf skill tree, and here's Team Edward master the vampirism skill tree. This game was released at the height of the popularity of Twilight by Stephanie Meyer, and that's all I will say about it. Alright, let's go back. And that's it for now. This has been Aron Times playing Dungeons of Dredmor. Now let's hit quit. Just one more game wouldn't hurt, would it? No, I'm gonna quit now. Quit.